All right, I know this is going to spark a lot of conversation because we had a lot of conversation about it in our commercial break. Cell phones could soon be banned in all Ohio public schools. A bill that's making its way through the State House right now calls for a ban as soon as this coming school year. Sophia Perricone, she's live in the studio with us tonight to kind of break it down for us. Now, this one is different from a law that requires schools to have a cell phone policy?
Yeah, Jeff. So House Bill 250 was signed into law last year. That one requires all schools to have some sort of policy to reduce cell phone usage. But this bill, Senate Bill 158, says public schools must develop a policy that bans cell phones during school hours with some exceptions.
Ohio could be dialing out distractions in public schools. If passed, Senate Bill 158 would require schools to come up with a policy banning phones in schools.
I think cell phones for young people have created a significant number of problems, not just the learning distraction that we know that it is, but also the social and the anxiety issues that students have. A lot of it is traced back to phones.
Perrysburg School Superintendent Tom Hostler says he doesn't think the ban goes too far. Right now, Perrysburg High School is compliant with the latest law, requiring a policy to limit phone use. Students can have phones during passing and lunch periods, but have to check them in the classroom.
When they go in the hallway, when they're at their locker, they can have them out. So that would change that. We can't see those anymore.
The bill passed the Senate and is now in the House. The current version does give some exceptions, like if a phone is needed to monitor health concerns or if a phone is required for in-class learning.
As taxpayers, if we as a society are putting together schools for the purposes of educating our children and preparing them for life, there's just no reason for there to be that in schools.
I think the kids are getting too much screen time these days. It's too much distraction in the school for the teachers.
But what about emergencies? According to the bill, schools must come up with a plan that addresses student use of phones during active threats.
I understand that phones can be a huge distraction, especially in today's age of social media. But I also understand that school shootings are a huge thing. So what do we do in that situation?
Well, I think that's the school's responsibility to get in touch with the parents. And sometimes that when parents get different messages, it just ramps up the panic.
State Senator Teresa Gavarone co-sponsored this bill. In a statement, she said in part, quote, "When students are in the classroom, their focus should be on what they are learning, period. I can't comprehend a justifiable reason, let alone a benefit, for students to have access to or use their cell phones during instruction time." And again, this bill is in the House right now. If passed, it could go into effect at some point in the upcoming school year. In studio, Sophia Perricone, WTOL 11.